More everyone. We just
Um,
had. Sorry about. Am I
you were
upping again?
like lagging or something. I don't even know. You're cutting out.
Oh my!
It's very bad.
Kidding me?
You can't say two words without it cutting out.
Just. But anyway, what day? Technical difficulties. Wednesday once again was full of, and it sucked. You know what? As you know, I think that might be why my internet stopped. TV, the
Just like turn
internet
everything
is.
off except for your computer.
I will be back.
Wait, what? What are we doing? I'm confused. Where's Nathan? His screen is black and his mic.
Only thing. Now.
What?
Hell, lagging like hell.
It's like you say
Sorry
two
for my.
words and then it just like stops and then you come back at like the end of your sentence.
Just call. I might just cancel.
Yeah, you cut out again. No idea.
Cancel the show then.
Okay, we
I
don't
might
have
just
to
cancel the show then because
we don't have to cancel the show. We can just keep trying to work.
yeah, because I don't know how to. I don't. The thing I can start is my Express that I turn it off for like, and I restart it. And I'm still cutting it out. What the heck?
Okay, actually, I could tell a full sentence that time.
Oh my gosh.
Never
Stupid
mind.
thing one more time.
All right, let's
We're
just
just
like.
canceling.
No, come on now. Don't give up.
Keep cutting out again. We're canceling the show.
No,
That's
I
how
could
bad
understand
I
you
am.
fully that time.
Oh no, Marty's raging.
Marty, calm down. We don't need to cancel the show. Don't freak out. That's exactly what's caused the issues the past few days.
Marty, where did you go? He's gone.
I think he's trying to fix the internet. So, what's going on, guys? This is awkward.
Yeah. Wait, are we live right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Oh,
So anyone? Oh,
okay.
he left the call. I
Guess
don't
what
think
they
we're streaming anymore.
We're not streaming anymore?
I don't think so. He left the call. He might not be.
I know, but we can still stream without him. And oh, he's back. Hello.
He's back again. We have 3 live viewers: Josh, Byron, Webster.
All right. Am I still cutting out?
Nope, you sound much better.
Okay,
Say
good.
more words.
Thank
Just
goodness.
say random stuff.
Sounds good for now.
I know exactly what you just said, except I really don't.
Alright, perfect.
There we go.
Take two. Go.
December 1st, 2016. Hope you're having a good day today.
Uh-oh.
Sports 2-7.
Nope. There
Actually,
he goes.
ran a little bit late.
Crap.
For our panelists tonight, we've got Nathan.
What? Why do you say?
Marty, if you're cutting out too much, me and Mike can always do the headline.
Yeah, we can do the intro and then
Oh
you can
my
try and
gosh. No.
it.
Be doing.
Nathan, you go ahead and do the intro and let Marty try and fix himself.
We got Michael Kelly with us and Nathan.
Oh, he almost got through that sentence.
We almost got it that time.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Talk about
god.
shenanigans. Hey, the two
You
of you
guys-
that are actually in the chat, how do we sound? How do me and Nathan sound?
I think we sound fine.
I hope so. Is it like maybe like some? I don't know. Maybe it's. Do we need to turn off our stuff? Is there like an issue here, or I don't even know. This is an interesting start to the show.
All right, you guys do the show tonight. Okay. So, we have me, Mike, Marty here. Elijah's going to be late. Um, but yeah, hold on. I'm just going to disconnect from this race because I can't do this right now. Okay.
Okay, so for all of you who are confused, Marty just told us to do the show because his internet is taking a crap right now, and probably will be for the next couple of days. So we're gonna take over, and hopefully Elijah will show up. And yeah,
All right. So, what's the first
you
thing?
think we can get, you think we can get Brian Buster to join?
I
We need some people. We need some people in here. We need help with this.
think Elijah's going to be coming in pretty
All
soon.
right. If Elijah comes in, then
Marty said do the news. Okay, let's do the news. I'm on J-Ski right now, so I can
yeah, same.
read some of the
Same.
headlines.
So what do you want to
All
start
right.
off with? Let's just go down the list, I guess.
Well, the big news from today, Monster Energy to sponsor the NASCAR Premier Series.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we kind of all saw it coming, but it's official now.
Red
So.
with Brian France, Steve Phelps, and two other guys whose names I can't remember. Global Sales Marketing Officer for Monster Energy. Yeah.
All right.
Not very good.
There's a lot of headlines here. Let's kind of go through the big ones. Boyer suing H. Scott Motorsports. That's already resolved, I think. I think he won that case.
Really?
I believe so. It was. I didn't actually see, but they said it was resolved already.
Yeah, they settled the recent lawsuit filed by CBR. Mr. Scott provided additional information to Mr. Boyer, which he was not aware, which satisfied him that the claims asserted against Mr. Scott should be dismissed. So, all wills end well.
Yep. We have McDowell returning to 95. Castle returns to 38.
Hey, yo, guys, real quick, am I lagging out now or no?
Not at the moment.
Sounded pretty good that time.
I sounded perfect.
Not well. You sounded pretty good. Let's just go.
All right.
Start lagging again. We'll let you know, and we'll keep going. This is
Okay, yeah, just send me a
Sorry
message
about
on
that.
Kick then. Send me a message on Kick. So we got Monster Energy sponsoring the NASCAR Premier Series. Let's see what else we got. Jimmy John's, we're doing with Stuart Haas Racing. I'm gonna be with Kevin Harvick for the next few years. That's pretty good. Jeff Gordon's gonna be riding the Rolex 24 at Daytona in 2017. I'm pretty sure he did it back in 2007. Yep, he did. But then hit the wall coming off pit road and failed at it. Tony Stewart has announced that he is going to be racing at the... Nope, he hasn't announced it, but there could be rumors he could be racing at Le Mans in 2017. So that's an interesting big story. There has been announced that there will be a huge makeover coming to Phoenix International Raceway. $178 million renovation, including upgraded grandstands, added structures for competitors and sponsors in the infield area, more RV parking, and new steel and metal exteriors. International Speedway Corporation will pay for the new renovation. The renovation also includes, which should be beginning in early 2017 and finished by late 2018, the start-finish line could be moved actually to turn 2 and the following dogleg. Elevated RV parking will replace the existing grandstand along the current start-finish line. Here, what else do we got? So this weekend is the NASCAR Champions Week, and it has been announced that Jay Moore will be the host, which is very exciting. Anyway, it's really good. The Clash is going to be returning at Daytona. This field is going to have about 19 cars this season. It has 14 pole winners, 2 former Clash race winners, 1 former Daytona 500 pole winner, and 3 chase drivers.
And Rick Hendrick did say he's going to give a card for Alex Bowman to race in that race.
Awesome. He'll probably be the number 25, I imagine.
Or the 5, because Kane's not qualified for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that will happen. Geico will be sponsoring the Restart Zone starting in 2017. It's a multi-year partnership, including several tracks owned by Martinsville Speedway's parent company, ISC. It has been announced that Chris Buescher will be moving to a second JTG Doherty team, driving the number 16 Chevy. Roush Fenway is leasing their charter to the JTG Doherty, so Chris Buescher can race full time.
The number.
Trevor Bain and
I don't think so, because Roush still owns that.
well, they're just leasing it to him though.
Yeah. They're leasing the. Oh, does the charter go with the number?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's a 16 then.
Trevor Bain and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will be staying in the 6 and the 17 for Roush Fenway. And by the way, while this is going on, we're missing NASCAR after the lap because of this. So we are pretty mad about this.
Actually, I don't mind really.
I don't mind either. I've never seen it before, except for watching Jeff Gordon breakdance that one show. It has been announced that Michael McDowell will be in the 95 full time in 17. How about that? That's pretty cool. Ty Dillon will be the number 13 Geico Chevy for the 2017 season. Taking out, replacing Casey Mears. It's unknown where Casey Mears will be going. To some Xfinity Series news, Spencer Gallagher going to be running their full-time season with GMS Racing in 2017. Going to be driving the number 23 Chevy. Wish the best of luck to him this year. Man, add another guy for the Truck Series to the Xfinity Series on that list.
Good.
Yeah. Xfinity is going to be amazing in 2017.
There's like 15 guys now who
And
race.
yeah. Oh yeah, let's go to Indy. Let's see what we got coming out of the IndyCar series. I don't think we have anything going on there. There is a I believe what was that out again? Was it 13-1 or 16-1?
16-1 was your odds, Marty.
16-1 is the odds that Lewis Hamilton could be fired from the Mercedes for ignoring the team orders.
I'm not good with odds. Is that good or bad?
That's
pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like in football terms, I think like the Chiefs had like 16-1 odds, something like that.
Alrighty. Finally, let's go to the and all right. Now let's get to discussion time. So, how'd your off weekend go? Nathan, start off with you.
I guess it went well. I was able to watch the Titans game. Watch them.
Did they win?
Yeah, they beat the Bears.
Nice.
They're 6-6 now.
Michael?
Not bad. It was relaxing, so that was a good thing. Got some sleep that I desperately needed.
And you watched the Jaguars lose to the Bills.
Yeah, they got robbed. The refs need to be fired. Roger Goodell, I'm looking at you.
They didn't hire full-time refs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. I liked my off weekend. You know, my next off weekend is gonna be fun because I'm taking my girlfriend to go see a play.
Oh, nice.
I should do a girlfriend review on Sunday, and I could put it up on YouTube. We could do something funny.
Okay, that's
That sounds a bit weird.
That's kind of weird.
Alrighty. Next question for you guys is final question. Will Germain Racing improve with Ty Dillon in the 13? Michael.
I have no idea because we've seen what Ty Dillon has done in the Cup Series so far with just a part-time ride, and that wasn't very good. But being with a different team, I don't know. Too early to tell yet, I guess. We'll just have to wait for Daytona and Atlanta and all those fun races like that.
Alrighty. What about you, Nathan?
Is it February yet?
I think he'll have better equipment than Casey Mears because they're gonna be partnered closer to Childress. But I think Mears did so well with that team. That team, when he first got there, that team was like wasn't qualifying for all the races. They were finishing like outside the top 30. Then he came in and they qualified for all the races. They finished like 25th in points a couple years in a row.
They've had a really speedway program, Super Speedway.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He almost won a couple super speedway races with them. So I think Mears would be a better driver, but Dillon with the partnership with his grandpa's team could do better.
All right. So anyway, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our featured segment of the night, and it's not discussion time. Tonight we are actually gonna be grading the top 30 drivers this season. And so what you guys are gonna do? I don't do this because I'm the host. You guys are gonna hold up two signs, or it could be one. The first sign is either gonna say we'll say either A through F, and the second sign could show, and the second sign, if you want to, can show a plus or a minus. So we're gonna start off. Now, first, just let me load up the point standings, and while we do that, we want to take a moment and mention that this show is actually brought to you by Credit One Bank. And while we do take it, I also want to give a shout out to I forgot what it was. All right. Anyway, moving on.
Let's give a shout out to Elijah Gordon for being 16 minutes late.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So let's get started. We're gonna start off with number 30, Michael McDowell, driver of the number 95 this season. Despite the fact he only had 31 starts, how would you rate this part-time driver?
All right, who are we starting off with?
How about this? On the count, hang on. You guys both have webcams on, right?
Mine is on now.
All right, Michael, you got your webcam? On the count of three, you guys are going to show your sign, show what your grade is, okay?
If I can find it. All right.
Wait, I'm coming.
All right.
Give me a second. Okay, let's go.
All right, 1, 2, 3. So we've got a C and we've got a C plus. All right, so both of you guys agree. However, though, Michael gives you the better grade. Michael, why C plus?
Because you got top 10s and top 15s pretty consistently this year. Well, not like really consistently, but definitely better than what we expected out of this team this year. They got a top 10 in the Coke 0400, top 10 to finish out the season at Homestead.
Yeah, how can you go against the top 10
Richmond
at Homestead?
Huh?
Yeah, how can you go against that top 10 at Homestead? That was really good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So I mean, I really think they outperformed themselves this year, and they're setting up good going into next season.
Alrighty.
Marty, what's your grade?
I'm the host. I don't give grades.
Oh, you don't give grades?
Yeah. I don't. Nah, that ain't me, boy. I'm a student.
All right.
Let's give a shout out to Joshua G in the chat. He wants a shout out, so we'll give it to him.
Thanks for watching.
I give you an A. I give you an A plus for that shout out.
I appreciate that, my good man. I appreciate that.
Alrighty. Okay, so we're gonna go to. All right, so we'll get Nathan's next. What do you give the C?
Well, I mean, he only was a part-time driver. He didn't run 5 races, but still did a great job when he did. Especially like super speedway races, they did well. The final weeks at Homestead, the final few weeks actually, they were running top 15. So the end of the season was really good for him and for that team. And he'll be back next year full time. So I think he did a pretty decent job for what he had.
Absolutely.
Not
All right, let's.
that he got that top 10 in their second car at Levine Family Racing.
Oh yeah,
The second car. I forgot about that. All right. So now let's move down. Let's move down to number 29, Landon Castle, driver of the number 38. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
What's your grade?
Oh wait, is that backwards? Or is that forward?
We weren't ready.
That's good. We got a
Okay.
B minus.
I put up the wrong letter. Wait, I put up the wrong letter.
All right, you do. We got a C as well. Alrighty, Nathan, the B minus.
So wait, Mike had a C, I had a B minus. All right. I gave B minus because I think for him, especially being like kind of the second car with that team all season, he did a pretty decent job. His points finish doesn't really represent where he ran most of the season. He ran closer to the top 20 than he did 29th. But yeah, I think he did a pretty good job. And Me and him are friends now, so I think I'm a good grade.
38.
Wait, you guys are
Nice.
friends now?
I don't know. I tweet him on Twitter. He always likes it and replies, and he doesn't do that to anyone else.
Cool.
He must know who I am
38.
now.
Alrighty, Mike.
38. Nice.
All right,
I
Mike.
gave him a
C.
I gave him a C because he did decently this year, but had more potential than I think he has a lot more potential than what he actually did this year. I feel like that team can perform a little bit better. Chris Buescher
Are you guys not forgetting?
Chris
Are you
Buescher
guys
did
not
outstanding
forgetting? He led 20.
wait. I think I know what you're gonna say, and I'm gonna get there. Chris Buescher did outstanding, and I think that they can perform at that level too, maybe in a little bit more. Not to mention all those laps that he led at Bristol, like 40 of them, got his sponsor out there. I mean, that was pretty cool. So
Yeah.
that was their highlight of the season for sure. But
Alrighty. Are you guys forgetting though that he led 20 laps at Bristol?
I said that.
Mike just said that.
And that he completed a lot of laps this year without wrecking.
Yeah.
He was in like the top 5 for completing the most laps this season.
I think he was the only guy who didn't DNF.
Probably.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure.
No, didn't he?
Okay.
With like some engine issue or something.
Oh, he may have.
The Coke 0400.
But
I was at that race and he was like stopped on the
really?
racetrack right in front of my seats. So I mean.
Oh yeah. But
Oh,
I saw a thing. It was like,
Elijah's coming.
Yeah, he's on his way home.
Okay. Elijah's coming.
Alrighty.
all right.
So anyway, let's go down to the let's go to the 28th seat now. Casey Mears, driver of the number 13, on the count of 13. 1, 2,
Wow.
3, 4,
I need 13.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, we've got a C and we've got
No, wait. I want to keep that there. There we go.
a C plus. Alrighty, Michael, the C plus.
I think they can do better. I want to give this team a B really bad because I know their super speedway program is really good. They do have speeds in their cars, but I would have loved to see more of those top 20 and top 15 finishes like Michael McDowell got. This team can do better than this, and I think they're going to do better with Ty Dillon. I think they can get more consistent top 20 runs, but I would like to see more from them.
All right, Nathan, the C.
See, yeah, like Mike said, I think they can do better. This year they caught in a lot of wrecks, I think. I remember him wrecking almost every weekend. That's why he was so low. But they did do pretty decent when they weren't involved in trouble. But especially at the super speedways, they can definitely do better. Like past years, we've seen him up front almost all his races, but this year he wasn't really up there.
They were off to a
towards
great
the
start.
end.
They were off to a great start with the duel at Daytona, and then they ran out of fuel with 2 to go. And
Oh yeah,
they could have carried momentum at the 500 if they hadn't run out of fuel. That was unfortunate though, but
yeah, that would have been nice.
I would like to see more out of them. They can do it. They've proven it before.
Yeah. But something else to comment on. We didn't mention this before, but I'm gonna predict a bold prediction here. Casey Mears is gonna go to the 12th car in the Xfinity Series for Penske next year.
Ooh,
Okay.
That's a bold
Okay.
prediction right there.
That is bold. We'll have to wait and see.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So anyway, let's go up to the number 27th guy in points. Clint Boyer, driver the number 13, on the count of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh my gosh.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've got a D and a C minus. Wow, I'm shocked you guys didn't even give him an F. I would have given him an F. That was a terrible performance from him this season. You'd expect better from him. But anyway, we'll go to Nathan first, actually. The D, man.
I gave him the D. That I think he is a really good driver, but I think he could have done a little bit better, even with the bad equipment he had. But I mean, his relationship with that team just wasn't good, and I think that affected his performance. So, like, he hated being there, and then we saw with the lawsuit at the end, like, he just had a lot of trouble. I think he was just waiting for the year to be over so he can move on to Stewart Haas next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike, the C minus.
Yeah, this was definitely a year to forget for Clint Boyer. Not consistent at all, not having good runs. I mean, I feel bad for Clint Boyer. He deserves more than that, and he's going to get it next year, and I'm happy about that. But I give him a C minus because he was still at least good with restrictor plates. So at least he didn't lose that. And he gave H. Scott, some little bit of something to cheer about with the restrictor plates. But just overall, not a good year for him. We definitely expect much more from him in 2017.
Absolutely. All right, let's go up to number 26. Eric Almirola, driver the number 43 on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Look at this. A D minus
D
and a
minus.
C. Nathan, we're going to do you again. The D minus.
I
Wow.
thought I was being generous with the C, and I guess I was.
I mean, with this team as a whole, just wasn't good this year at all. They only top tens came at Talladega when they both finished top 10 with him and Brian Scott at the end of the season. If you look at the standings, the race at any time, Almirola was almost always out to the top 30. I think he just didn't wreck a lot. That's why he finished higher in the points than some of these guys. But I mean, for him, he's been like a chase contender the last couple of years. He made the chase 2014, and then to be.
Well, you got to mention that was just luck at Daytona due to the rain.
I mean, he led a lot of that race. I mean, either way, he was up there in
After the
points,
big wreck. After the big wreck, he led a lot of
Yeah.
laps.
Yeah, but he was like a top 20 points contender too, like the last couple of years. And then at one point this year, like around Richmond, he was outside the top 30 in the points. So I think this wasn't a good year for him at all.
Okay. The generous Michael.
I honestly think that this team was running at a C performance all year long. I mean, they were never really in the equation for a win or a top 15 or whatever, but I was disappointed with them. I was hoping better for them and hope it's better for them in 2017. Only one car, and they can put all their time and energy into that. But really disappointing season for them. Hopefully they do better. Yeah, I just couldn't bring myself to go lower than a C.
Alrighty. Let's go to number 25. Paul Menard, driver the number 27 on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. We've got a C.
Oh no.
We got
backwards again.
We got an O minus.
And we've got a D minus.
No,
oh, wow.
Again, I'm
Nathan,
being brutal.
You have it upside down or something.
Yeah,
Nathan's being very brutal. I want to hear why Nathan's being brutal to Paul Menard.
I'd hate if he was a teacher. Oh my gosh.
Am I first? First up?
Yeah, you're first again.
Okay. Well, I think it was 2014. Paul Menard made the chase on points.
That was last year.
That was last year.
2015.
That was a long time ago. Yeah. So he made the chase on points last year. Now this year, he finishes 26 in the points, behind Danica Patrick. That's kind of sad. But I don't think he got any top tens either. It's a very bad year for him considering his standards he set last year.
Didn't he get a couple?
He may have gotten a couple. I don't remember. I never saw him up in the top 10.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, but
It doesn't matter. He had a bad season.
Yeah, I think he had a bad year. I don't know if as bad as D minus, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's pretty close. But
okay, let's go to another generous Michael.
Yeah, I'm actually going to defend Paul Menard on this one because he does not deserve a D at all. Yes, the results did not come up, but at the beginning of the season, this team had some speed. And it looked like they were going to be in another position to try and come back to the points after a couple of bad races. Maybe point their way in again, but just bad luck, really. I mean, I really think that's what hit this team this year. Just down on speed in the middle of the season, and he had some more bad luck beyond that. And beginning of the season, he had some speed. That's why I gave him a C because it's there. They got to fix their stuff over there at RCR.
Alrighty, let's go up to number 24, Danica Patrick on the count of 0. 0.
what?
A C minus. Is that an F?
That's an F.
Yeah, plus.
All right, there's no such thing as F plus, so we'll just say an F.
F plus means that she
But-
was really bad.
Anyway, yeah, let's go to Michael first. Why the F, man?
Cause she absolutely was. She was garbage this year. I mean, did she get any top 10s this year? I don't think so. Did she?
Nope.
Top 15s. She's never out front unless there was like a caution,
Like at Watkins
or
Glen.
she was behind a pace car trying to get the free pass or something. She was never out front.
I mean, she led at Watkins Glen though.
Yeah, that was because of pit strategy though. That's the only reason why. And then she was run down by Kyle Busch. So I mean, she's got to get her stuff together. I mean, yeah, she made it to the sport for a reason, but she's racing terribly and kind of an embarrassment. An embarrassment, really. I mean, I don't know. Just
Okay,
embarrassment.
let's go to Nathan, who's being generous this time.
Yeah, I would have given her a worse grade, but I feel like she is in the Stuart Haas gear, the equipment, and they were the best team
Stuart, yes.
all
Yes.
year. That's
Thank you
kind
for
of
bringing
the
that
bad part, but I'm only giving her a high grade because she herself has shown improvement. I think she hasn't got the top tens, but I think
No,
this is her
she
highest
hasn't.
points. This is her highest points finish. She finished ahead of guys like Menard, Almirola, Boyer.
I'm pretty sure like 24th or something.
Yeah. I think she's tied her highest, but
Or is she 24th this year, wasn't she?
she's 24th.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
So, and she didn't
Never
wreck as
mind.
much as she did the last couple of years. I was looking at the number of wrecks she had. It was like the first year she wrecked like I think 15 cars, and then there was like 10 or 12, and then last year was like 8, and this year's only like 5 or 6 she wrecked. So that's improving at least.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I guess not wrecking is improving in a way, but I don't know.
For
Okay,
her standards.
here's what I'll do. I'll upgrade her to a D minus, but I will give her an A plus for looks
Oh,
and sponsors
oh my.
And for her
Okay.
yoga.
And
and for her yoga. Absolutely. Thanks to Josh for that idea.
Johnson.
Okay, now we move up to the finisher in 23rd, and that is Greg Biffle, driver the number 16. What do you guys got for him? 1, 2, 3. We got a C minus from Nathan and a C plus from Michael. All right, Nathan, the C minus.
It was a bad year for Rouse all around. Biffle was the worst of them though. He's getting up there in age. He's 45. I think he's gonna end up retiring. I don't think he's gonna find a ride that he's gonna be happy with. So I think he'll retire. He'll retire at the end of or from now on. But he was never really up there. He had a couple of races. He finished top 5 one race at New Hampshire. But aside from that, I think that was his only top 10 all year. And he was barely up front, even up in the top 10 or 15 most of the time. So I think it was a bad year for him and his team all around.
Shelly was. All right, let's go to Michael.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad year all around for Roush. But, at the beginning of the season, same with Paul Menard. I mean, they showed a little bit of promise. They had a little bit of speed. I mean, he raced his way into the showdown, too. Pulled away from the pack, actually. When Chase Elliott and Larson and Blaney all had the best cars, he pulled away from them. So, I mean, they just never could put it together. I guess that's why they're just kind of starting from scratch this year, just getting rid of everybody, just kind of start off fresh, see what they can do for 2017. Greg Biffle wasn't in their plan, but certainly past couple years to forget for Greg Biffle. Unfortunate.
Okay. So, anyway, let's move to Trevor Bain, driver the number 6. The count of 3. 1, 2, 3. B minus from Nathan and
I can't find my B. There it is. I gave him the same grade.
both B minuses. All right, Michael, the B minus.
He showed some improvement this year from last year. He wasn't Trevor McRex and whatever nickname you want to come up for all of his blunders last year.
And how about that sprint showdown finish, man?
Yeah, I mean, Roush was good in the sprint showdown. I mean, I thought they'd do pretty good in the All-Star race, but we saw that happen.
That
Uh,
sprint showdown grade probably would have if he didn't win, that would have given him probably like probably moved him down to a C.
Yeah, probably. Maybe even a D, I don't know. Top 20, top 25. I mean, not really contention for wins, but solid year. Improvement. I mean, just keep getting better every year.
All right, Nathan.
Yeah, same kind of thing. He had improvement from his last couple of years. He was at one point towards the end of the season, or the regular season, he was close to the chase. He was top 20 in points for most of the year, up until the very
Mm-hmm.
end. Um,
Yeah, about that.
yeah, it's much better for him than his last couple of years, or his last year was his first full time. But um, yeah, but even for a bad year for that team, he still did pretty decent.
I don't know. When some of
All
these
right.
when some of these veterans get out, who knows? Trevor Bayne could be competing for a championship.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to number 21, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., driver the number 17 on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Can't find my letters.
A B from Nathan and a C from Michael. Oh, wow. Michael's being harsh this time. The C, why that?
He sucked, to say the least.
But he finished second at Bristol.
Yeah, I finished second at Bristol, but wasn't. I don't know. He had inspiration then. I don't. This was a team without inspiration this year. That's what it was. Bristol, he had inspiration. That's
He
why he
finished
finished
second
second.
at Bristol.
This team had no inspiration this year. They were on a team that didn't have much speed throughout most of the year. I mean, get your stuff together, Roush. Come on now. Get your boys into the chase. Get them in contention for the chase. I mean, I thought Ricky was going to come into the Sprint Cup and be one of the best, but he's been a bust in my opinion. Hasn't gotten a win yet. I mean, he's gotten top fives. He's shown improvement somewhat, but come on, dude. Play some pit strategy. Get a win at Daytona. I don't know. Do something. Then I'll give
All
you a
right,
B+.
Michael. Oh, sorry, Michael. Nathan.
Yeah, I gave him the B because out of the Roush team, he was the best in my eyes. He was up there. He was the only one who competed for top
Really?
fives, I think, in top tens. And he got top five at Bristol. He's amazing on the super speedways. I don't think he doesn't get enough credit for that. He has the
I think he got a top five
at Talladega. He did, yeah. And
at
he has
Daytona.
the,
04.
yeah, I think so, possibly.
All right, keep going.
But yeah, it's fine. I was looking at the driver averages, and he has the highest driver average of anyone in the Cup Series right now, or the Grand National Series. Sorry. At Daytona and Talladega, he has an average finish of like 8th or something, and he's never DNF there either. And that means I think I'm gonna make another bold prediction right now. I'm gonna say he's
Wow.
gonna win the 500 in February when
Oh my goodness!
Roush
Wow.
is on life support, and they're clinging on to hope right now. He's gonna come in, he's gonna win the 500, and they're gonna be back in business again. Ricky's gonna be in the chase. I think. I don't know. I think I can see that happening. Possibly, he's gonna come out. He's so good on these kind of tracks. I think he can do that. But yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad year for him. He kind of was mediocre though for the most part.
Hey.
Belly, is that you?
Well,
Belly?
Maybe not.
just in time for
Finally,
Belly, are you
it has come to Motorsports 360.
and he's here.
Belly, is that
And
you?
That's my belly.
what you were saying about
All right.
Stenhouse getting the Daytona 500, I think they're doing a good thing with just kind of scrapping their team. I think Stenhouse and Bain can be their lifesaver, but they gotta.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward to. I'm gonna fast forward to the top 16, but before I do that, I want to get you guys' opinions on 2 other drivers. They weren't inside the top 3 though. But the first driver is Dale Earnhardt Jr. What kind of grade would you guys give him? On the count of 3, show your signs. 1, 2, 3.
Give me a minute.
All right, that's fine. We got a B from Nathan. Unless, what's the grade that Michael's got? It looks like Michael.
I'm using the wrong. Oh gosh, darn it! I'm using the wrong camera.
It looks like Michael doesn't have a grade.
I have it right here.
Yeah, is it?
Oh, it's a B. Okay, he's got B. Okay.
Here, I gotta. Give me a second. There we go.
Nathan, real quick,
should
why
work.
this?
Can you see that? It says C minus.
It says C minus.
Hard to say.
All right. I can't really see that though. But anyway, let's start off with Elijah. Why the C?
I just feel like that this wasn't his top year because since he had so many wrecks that led to the concussion-like symptoms the season when he had to leave, really bumped him out. I thought he was going to be like one of those major contenders for the championship, but probably not this year.
All right. What about you, Nate? What about Michael? B.
B. B.
Is that for Boss Man? Is that for Boss Man?
Like a wow.
I put a question mark after the B because he didn't finish the season. So I mean, he kind of left off at a B. I think. I mean, he could have won a race. I think. I mean, he was definitely one of the favorites going into this year for the championship, and he had speed at some points. Just had some bad luck, and the wreck at Michigan gave him a concussion. He couldn't drive after that, and then we don't know what happened then. But
all right.
I'm gonna
All right,
leave it as a
Nathan.
B with a question mark until next year.
All right, Nathan.
Yeah, I gave him the B because he was really good before he got into some wrecks and got concussion again. And he was up there in the points. I think he was top 5 or top 8, maybe, somewhere around there. So he definitely would have been a contender.
All right, cool. All right, what about Matt DiBenedetto, guys? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let me get my life together, please. Where's my D? There it is.
I've got a B plus from Elijah. Oh wow, a D from Michael, and from Nathan.
That's harsh.
Nathan, an F. Wow.
Lisa?
Oh wow. Matt DiBenedetto.
Harsh, ladies and gentlemen.
Nathan, I'm
That
gonna go to
is
you
harsh.
first. Why the F on Matt DiBenedetto?
I mean, I think he kind of gets like overhyped for that one top 5. I mean, it was good from him, but still, like looking at the point standings, him and Michael Annette were the two lowest guys who ran full time. They each missed one race, but that didn't make a huge difference. But he just, aside from that one race at Bristol, he was never in the top 20 or even top 25 usually. And I don't think he's going to keep that ride. I think he's going to leave BK Racing because they run a one.
I'm making a bold prediction. He gets a better ride next season because wait, I gotta think here. No one has the 20 yet, right, for the Xfinity series, or is that announced? Because I know they got. Oh yeah, it is Matt Tift. That's right. Okay. Forgot about Matt Tift. Okay. Here's my bold prediction.
Matt Tift.
Here's my bold prediction. Matt DiBenedetto drives the number 12 in the Xfinity series next season.
Ooh,
Wow.
I think he's going to go down. I think.
Well, he gets downgraded.
Yeah, that's fair. Downgrade. I think Gibbs will go to 3 cars full time in the Xfinity, and he'll run one of them at the 11 car.
Okay.
He has run for Joe
All right.
Gibbs before.
Yeah, he ran the 18 before, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he wasn't doing that well with the team. All right. Well, let's go to Michael with the D.
Really, his only highlights this year were at both Bristol races. One during the race and one during a rain delay.
AKA Taylor Swift.
Besides, I mean, for that Taylor Swift performance, hang on a minute. For that Taylor Swift
You give him an A
performance,
plus.
I give it an A for that. But those were his hoorah moments. Those were his highlights. I mean, besides that,
I mean, but come on, guys.
Not good.
Let's be
Never
honest.
good.
He doesn't race in top equipment, though. You can't be that harsh on him. Elijah knows what's up. Elijah
He
knows
doesn't
what's
race in
up.
wait. He doesn't race in top equipment, but neither does Michael McDowell.
All right, Elijah.
To be honest, for me, I felt like he was probably one of the best underdogs in the entire season because that sixth place finish at Bristol, I felt like that was a huge upset for BK Racing. I think that was one of their best results so far ever. But
I think
I feel like De Benedetto was probably like the best underdog. Stuck at Truex. Not an underdog. But
yeah,
but
no doubt they're. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No doubt they're two great underdogs, but and got other results.
Yeah.
McDowell showed up.
Here's my problem. A lot of people have been saying Truex is the underdog. If Furniture Row Racing decided to go up to top equipment and make an alliance with Joe Gibbs, that doesn't make him an underdog. Top team.
Yeah, he's not an underdog.
Okay.
Especially not next.
Wait, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
De Benedetto's average finish, aside, if you take away the sixth place at Bristol, all the other races, his average finish was 31st.
Yeah. See.
Oh, wow.
What was McDowell's average finish like?
I can figure out really quickly. So he only had 31
All right.
points. 1 second.
Meanwhile, while Nathan calculates that, let's go to 16th place driver Chris Buescher, driver the number 34. The count of rain. 1,
Wow.
2,
I think I have my
3,
life together.
4.
Rain.
I have a feeling we're all gonna get the same grade.
Fog.
We got a B- from Elijah, a B- from Nathan. Oh, sorry, not Elijah, Michael.
Derp.
And what's Elijah got for the grade?
He had a B-.
No, that was Michael.
Oh, he had an A.
He did allege his name by accident.
I'm getting confused too.
Elijah, you.
I gave out my grade.
Oh, you did? Did you say B-?
You see it? It said A-.
Oh, A-. Okay.
Oh,
Well, we'll start off with you then. A-.
All the drivers that drove the 34 car for Front Row Motorsports, I say Chris Buescher was, not like that he's the best driver for the 34, but he did pretty good. That proving that the team can still try to find some way to win. I feel like that Chris Buescher probably had some really good performances with that 34 team here and there, which I give that team a thumbs up and hats off because they did a fantastic job. But that 34 team did better than any other year so far.
Yeah, I was the best just of all for the 34. Let's go to Michael.
It certainly was a great year for Chris Buescher and 34 team Front Row Motorsports. Good boost, good confidence booster that team needed, and getting the win at Pocono was pretty cool. Getting to get into the chase, but B-. It would have been a C if it hadn't been for the win. Did have good runs. They were like running top 15 at Kentucky, I think, and then got caught up in that big wreck. That was really the story of their season before that win. Just fast cars, but bad luck. And if it had not been for all that bad luck, that would give them a higher grade. But
kind of like Bubba Wallace luck.
Yep. I think B- is what they deserve, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh gave them an F.
Oh.
All right, I gotta hurry this up though because I'm actually using my phone's data right now for the internet connection. Right now I'm at 90%, but the good news is the bandwidth expires. I get reset tomorrow. But just so I don't get in trouble or anything, let's just fast forward finally. Let's just go to the top 4 now. Actually, what? No.
We can give our grades
no.
real quick. Let's
Top
just
10.
keep going. Let's keep going. Keep going.
Doing the. I'm not fast forwarding the champ. Let's
We
go to
can-
Tony Stewart. How would you guys rate him? 1, 2, 3.
I have to get my life in order again. Where's my plus?
We got an A? A C plus? Wow, a C plus. And for Nathan?
I am up.
See,
A C. All right. Elijah's going first. The A, man. The A. I like where your head's at.
because I feel like that, despite the fact that it was Tony Stewart's final year, went out on top better than it. I think just as good as Jeff Gordon from last year, but Tony Stewart getting his 49th and last win at Sonoma, I felt like that automatically got an A. So and throughout the past 3 years, he's been struggling, but I feel like that he's gotten back up on his feet, kind of changed the way he approaches each race, and it kind of paid off for him. So what Tony did this year.
Okay, Michael.
I am really happy that he did not have a terrible season like he has been. I'm very happy he got that win at Sonoma. Extremely happy that he was able to get into the chase, but besides that, I mean, not much speed, really. I mean, wasn't, how should I say this? I don't know. He didn't have a whole lot of speed after that win at Sonoma. He had a couple good races after that, and had a good race at Daytona, but I mean, after that, he just kind of fell off the map a little bit. In the chase, he never really got his footing and got knocked down in the first round.
Yeah.
But I think it was good that he got a win in his final season. I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
All right, Nathan.
Yeah, I'm glad he got the win, but aside from that, he didn't really show that much speed, especially towards the end of the season when it really counted. I think he was just kind of done with it. I think to me, I feel like he retired after that win. He got the win, and then he just kind of just drove around the rest of the season.
But he finished second in New Hampshire that 1 week.
He did. Oh, yeah, that was like a week after, right, or 2 weeks after. And then
Yeah,
after,
that was probably 3
Like I was
weeks.
saying, he had speed after his win, but after that, he just kind of fell off the map.
He beat
Yeah.
them darn Toyota, though.
Yeah. All right.
Also
Anyway,
Toyota, New Hampshire.
let's fast forward. Let's go from 15th to 10th spot. Chase Elliott. How would you rate the Rookie of the Year? 1, 2, 3. An A.
Can't find my plus.
A plus.
Mike is disorganized.
A B plus. And a B plus. All right, Nathan, the A.
I'm writing this in the wrong column. Well, he won Rookie of the Year, and he had really hard competition with Blaney and Busher, but he was up front almost the entire season. And in these tracks, some of the tracks he's never been to before. Some of these tracks he's only run a couple times in his career. He's only 20 years old, 21 years old, and he made the chase pretty convincingly. And he should have had a couple of wins too. He's just cracked under the pressure. He's still young, but
Yeah.
I
NASCAR just
think-
tricked him due to the cautions.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he
Oh, wow.
performed well above what everyone kind of expected for him to be replacing Jeff Gordon in the 24. He did very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty. Let's go to Elijah.
I feel like that did fantastic. He didn't, even though he didn't get the start that he wanted to Daytona, I kind of feel like that he really stepped up to the plate and performed a whole lot better. 2 second places at my home track, and I kind of feel like that out of all the racetracks that he could have won at, Michigan was the best spot, was the best chance. For those bad restarts, he would have had it. But overall, I think Chase Elliott had a pretty good year.
Alrighty. Nate, alright, and let's go to Michael.
Overall, a very good season for Chase Elliott. He outperformed my expectations, and he outperformed everyone's expectations. Did a great job replacing Jeff Gordon. I feel bad for him. I wish he'd got the win, and I wish he'd stop being so hard on himself. I mean,
Yeah.
in my opinion, the restarts were completely his fault. I mean, he was putting it all on himself. It wasn't all his fault. He got hit in the back end on both of those restarts, and that kind of messed him up a little bit, and then he can never recover. But
Yeah.
really fast, let out the laps, in contention for wins. Like he said, place finishes. I mean, he has potential. Made it into the second round of the chase, got knocked out, unfortunately, after some bad luck. But I think he can go really far next year, maybe get a couple wins. I don't know. Wait and see. But he has a very bright future.
Definitely.
All right, let's
Not 7 championships, of course, but,
Well,
All right, let's fast forward up to the top 4, the final 4. Let's start off with positions. Let's start with 4th place finisher Carl Edwards on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. A B+ from Nathan. An A- from Michael. And a B from Elijah.
B-.
Oh, B-. All right.
B-.
So let's start off with-
Let's go to him first.
Let's hear that B-.
1, which I don't like that.
Gosh, stop with the Toyota. Give him the grade he deserves.
But I feel like that Carl Edwards had a pretty good year, even though he blew it on the last.
3-1 lead at Homestead.
Or no, the third to last restart at Homestead. But Carl had a pretty good year. He was one of those quiet guys. I feel like Carl Edwards is like one of those quiet guys. So, pretty good year for Joey. Not
Deadly.
Yeah, Carl Edwards. Not Joey. Like, why did I make a brain fart?
All right.
Okay, let's go to Nathan.
All right. Yeah, I gave him the B or the B+ because he was in really good equipment, and I just feel he kind of not underperformed, but he just kind of wasn't up front every single race. He won a couple of races, but we didn't see him in the top 5 as much as we saw the other Gibbs guys for the most part. And he did well in the chase, make it to the final 4. I think not many of us expected it to happen, but he made it there. He got the win at Texas that he needed, and yeah, I think it was a pretty good season for him, but not as high as he could go with that team with Gibbs.
All right. Let's go to Michael with the A-.
I think he performed to the level with his other Joe Gibbs teammates. The only thing was that more kind of bad luck, I think, and just kind of over-aggressive moves and mistakes that kind of took him out. Indianapolis comes to mind first. He was being a little bit too aggressive when the restart began. Got himself taken out. But, I mean, he got like 32 points or something at Texas. I don't remember what the numbers were, but when the pressure was on, he got the win, backs against the wall. He moved on, went to the championship, had the fastest car, blew a 3-1 lead, which was unfortunate. Like I said, bad luck.
3-1 lead.
But it was overall a pretty good year for this team, and they're ready for next year. Watch out for them.
Absolutely. All right, let's go up to Kyle Busch on the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Give me a minute, for goodness sakes.
Oh, wow. An A+ from Nathan.
A+.
An A- from Michael.
You guys are gonna question
And
my
Elijah.
grade.
No, hang on. I'm going to do mine as well.
He gave him bad grade because he's a Toyota.
Watch, he gave him a C.
Oh my!
Oh, a D.
I got him a C.
I'm not gonna
I gave him
count
a
that,
C.
the averages.
Alrighty, I think I know Elijah's reason for a D, but I'm gonna go first because I might
Toyota?
know. No, Xfinity Series.
Oh,
That
okay.
and he won
Change my
too many
grade.
times in the freaking Xfinity
I want to
Series.
change my grade.
Yeah, if he didn't race the Xfinity Series, his grade would be an A.
I want to change my grade.
I'd still give him the D because he's in a Toyota.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
So let's go to the A plus.
Ignoring how much we kind of dislike him, I give him the A plus because I think he was a top 2 or 3 best driver all year. He was always up front. He always contended for the win. He had the most, I think, top 20s of anyone. He didn't really wreck out that much. He almost had the most points scored throughout the whole entire year. And through the chase, he made it through just some points to the Final Four. So he's very consistent. He didn't have as many wins as we thought he might have. Like last year, he got 4 just in the span of a few races. And this year, I think he got 4 again, right? But over the course of the whole year this time. But he was definitely very, very good. I think he was better than last year. He just didn't get the title list this time around.
Mm-hmm. All right, and let's go to Michael.
Kyle Busch. I feel like he did better last year, to be honest with you guys. I feel like he was much faster and much more dominant.
Yeah.
Not as much through the chase. I feel like he's really good in the chase this year, even though he didn't get the job done wins-wise. Overall, a really solid year. Dominated a few races. Indianapolis comes to mind. That was a terrible race. Yeah,
All right.
got to the Final Four again. Had a pretty decent car. I mean, definitely a down year from last year, but it was still really solid for him.
Alrighty, let's go to
And
Joey
Samantha,
Logano,
of
the
course. We can't
runner-up.
forget Samantha. We can't
On the
forget
count of
Samantha.
three.
I think Samantha gets an A plus.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
Samantha definitely did. No, an A plus plus. 1, 2, 3. Joey Logano.
You guys are really gonna question my grade. Are really gonna
We've
question.
got an A.
You guys are questioning my grade too. This hurts.
We have an
This
A.
is really gonna hurt.
I was going to say, sorry,
We have an
John.
F. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm not going to count that.
Let's
I
do the F. Why the F?
3 reasons. 1, just a big crybaby.
Oh
2,
my gosh.
2, I mean, races everybody way too hard. 3, 3, he basically makes everybody angry.
All right, let's go to. What do you got?
Let
All
me
right, what
guess
do you
he's
got,
gonna
Campbell's man? All right, go get him, Michael.
Okay. Solid year. Very good in the chase. Very, very good in the chase. It took him half the year to get a win, though. That was a bit surprising. Did do well on the points. Was kind of consistent. Had some bad luck with wrecks, but picked up his speed at the end of the year. Was amazing in the chase, I think. Got to the championship 4, which is everyone's ultimate goal. Props to him for actually racing clean for once at Phoenix and not being the stupid one to cause all the controversy and mistakes. Props to him for that. And then he just screwed himself over with Homestead. But very good year for them.
All right, finally, the 7-time champ
wait,
on the
Marty,
count of 7.
Marty, you didn't get to me.
What about Nathan?
Oh yeah, Nathan. Sorry.
I gave him the A. First, sorry, Josh. I know he wanted me to give A plus to the Penske guys, but I give it A because he didn't have a great first half of the season, not up to his standards, but he came back in the second half, getting, I think, 4 wins. Everyone seemed to have 4 wins. I think 6 guys got 4 wins this year. Or Johnson got 5, I think, but got 4 wins. He was over the course of the year, he was the second or third highest point scorer, up there with Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. And I know they would have raced differently if we had this format, but if we had the 10 race format, this would have been his 3rd straight championship. He would have won.
What about Harvick?
Harvick would not have won any. Yeah,
Why wouldn't he?
because if you use the old 10 race format, just like the 10 race chase
If it
he
was
used to have.
format, he had the points lead.
What do you mean?
You said the old Chase format. The old Chase format was based on points, and Harvick had the points lead. Not this year, but like the year before that, I think he had the points lead.
Last year he had
So
he had the most points over the whole season, I think. But like in the final 10
Yeah,
races.
that was the old point system. That was the old 10 race system. So he would have won the championship. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Keep
Yeah,
All
I
right,
know.
let's go to Jimmy Johnson. Let's go
Yeah.
to Jimmy now on the count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It should be seeing I should be seeing the grade game, the same grade for everyone. A plus.
Where's Elijah? I want to see his grade first.
I'm right here.
Where's your grade?
He's got the A plus.
No, I want to see what you guys put first.
A minus. Okay, so Elijah, the A plus.
A
Okay.
plus
plus.
You guys are gonna be very shocked. Right, that I
And
get
7
this.
pluses. The reason for that
Seven
is
pluses.
You guys are gonna be. You guys are gonna be.
and
shocked that I
7
get
pluses.
Hang
That's
on,
what
Michael,
it
we're gonna
is.
save yours for last.
Oh, all right.
The reason why I said that was because 1, 7 championships. 2, he was
Obviously.
by far, I think, the most consistent one of everybody because he was one of those quiet runners. He didn't have a few good races here and there, but overall, I think he really till the chase came on, and then he really changed the way of how he was going to approach this chase format, and by golly, it paid off. So I applaud Jimmy Johnson and Chad Knaus for consistent ones.
Okay, Nathan.
I'm gonna disagree with Elijah. I'm gonna say he was not consistent at all. He was very bad in the middle of the year. They were very close to firing Chad Knaus, or at least moving him to a different team.
Are you serious?
They
For
were
most of
that
this,
close to firing him. They were not
that's
close to
what I
firing
heard.
him.
That's probably not
How
true.
can you
but-
play a check canals from Jimmy Johnson? They're
No,
like
How?
sorry, not
They
Never-
are
fire,
the
not fire.
firing. You should change your
Oh, no.
words on that.
nation ever.
You should change your words
Not
on
fire.
that.
I think they were just gonna like have someone else come in for a few races to see how they went. But they and Knaus and Johnson had like a bad week or something, and they were really mad at each other. I don't know. It happens all the time though. But I mean,
They're like an
in
old married
terms of,
couple.
like after he got his pretty much. I mean, after he got his win, he kind of faded back. He got his couple wins in the beginning of the season, and I don't think he was trying to race for points that much. I think he was trying to like test and stuff. That's what a lot of guys did. But in terms of points, he was not up there at all. I think he was behind for most of the season. He was behind McMurray and Dylan Elliott, Larson. But towards the end, he was the
Points
best
don't
driver.
matter except for 16th.
Hmm?
Matter except for 11th through 16th.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, after you guys win, it didn't really matter to him. But in the last 10 races, he was the best driver. I think he was there to win it. He wasn't going to be denied this time. But you gave him the A minus because beginning of the season, I'd say he's like a B or B plus. But the end of the season, definitely A plus. So good year for him. Great year.
Man,
for the
what?
title. What?
What?
Not now, Dad. I got one more minute. We got one more grade.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, one more thing. I'm giving my star to Kevin Harvick. We never got to him. But I made the
Oh.
star for Kevin Harvick.
Give
You
my
got one more grade.
Not now, Dad. I got one more grade.
Where'd he go?
the best.
Marty's gone.
I think he went to go argue with his dad.
Okay, well, I
Rip
just
Marty.
realized that it's 9:10 and it's my bedtime, so I have to go.
Oh, good night.
It's yeah. My bedtime is until like 10:30 or. But
My
see ya.
bedtime was at 7:30, but I'm staying up late.
All right.
Where'd he go? All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and get my grade. You guys,
Yeah,
can
go
be
ahead.
Which one, JK? You aren't.
Go ahead.
Us. I mean, yeah, he sucked in the middle of the season, but he got his 2 wins really early. Looked really fast. Looked like he was gonna get #7. Guess what? He turned it on in the chase. He could have won half of those races if it wasn't for his pit crew and all the bad luck they had.
He could have pulled a Tony Stewart.
He could have. He really could have. I mean, that team was so fast, and it made me so happy. Got it done at Charlotte.
Yeah.
Got it done at Martinsville. Luck played his way at Homestead, and he got #7. He got the ultimate goal. How could you not give that an A+?
Yeah, how do that? How
Joshua
can-
wants us to rate Brad Keselowski. I'm giving him an F.
I'm back. Michael, what was the grade? What was the grade?
Yeah.
A plus 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 plus.
Yeah, something like that.
Marty, you missed I made a star for Kevin Harvick.
Like
Cool, cool.
You
Okay,
made my star?
now okay.
beautiful.
So anyway, we're about to end the show, but first we're gonna give out a preview for Friday night's Cup Series Awards banquet at the Red Carpet's at 8 o'clock. The awards begin at 9 o'clock on NBCSN. What are you guys expecting, and who do you see getting roasted the most by Jay Moore in the monologue? We start things off with Elijah.
Wow, the special guest. But I say the guy that's gonna get roasted the most,
girl.
Joey Logano.
And why do you say that?
Because I hate Joey Logano.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to Nathan.
I don't know. I'm gonna say probably Danica, because she's just bad as usual.
Well,
The show
well, you
Overall, we
guys.
do better than next year. What? Guys?
Well, you guys.
As the guys,
Remember
I
that
am a
joke?
guy.
gotta be the champion,
I am a guy.
Jimmy Johnson.
I am a guy.
Yes.
All right,
But-
let's go to the king.
Be better than last year.
Richard Petty.
Yeah.
The king of predictions.
Yeah, Danica, because one thing, she's going to be sitting next to Ricky. And another thing, we all saw what happened the last time Jay Moore was hosted in the show. He absolutely roasted Danica to the core. And I want to see it again, because she deserves it.
Alrighty, so you heard it. All right, I'm gonna say that. Oh yeah,
I feel
bold
like
prediction.
Danica
I have a
roasted
feeling
too.
that Richard Petty is going to be introducing Jimmy Johnson, like when Tom Cruise introduced Jeff Gordon last
That'd be
year.
cool. I bet if Dale Earnhardt was still alive, Dale and Richard would both be presenting him.
Yeah, and
That'd be-
deal with
that'd be
Jake.
so cool.
Jimmy
Imagine
Tan
the
would call him a badass.
Oh my gosh! Imagine
anyway-
a picture.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
have
that'd be-
that as my screensaver forever and for all eternity.
Anyway, he'll probably present the ring as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Alrighty, so anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode of Motorsports 360. Next week is our final episode of the season where we present the awards for 2016.
Oh, by the way, everybody, I want to make an announcement. I want to, even though I'm kind of late on this, and I feel like it's competition to say this, but don't forget to tune into the NRLA podcast tomorrow night. I'm going to be covering this.
No kidding. I like the NRLA pod. I have respect for NRLA.
We're going to be covering the similar things that Marty and everybody else in here went over. So hopefully you guys can tune in.
And one more thing I'm going to add. If for some reason you want to see, I have the averages of all the drivers. Even I'll get the ones that we didn't go over too, and I'm going to put this all on Twitter. So if you want to see all the averages, they're going to be on there. So
Follow the 360 fam.
shameless.
Yeah.
Oh, on
follow
that?
at 360 fam on Twitter.
Yeah.
We need followers. We only have 6.
And we'll put all the averages on that of our grades on that account.
All right.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Alrighty, so that's gonna do it for Motorsports 360. The next episode,
Hey, Marty.
hopefully, is this Tuesday. 8. No way, it can't be Tuesday. Wednesday, 8/7 Central. Unless Nathan has plans, then we'll move it to 8:30.
Or can it be Tuesday?
But anyway, wear your tuxedos, guys. We're gonna have a good awards show. I'll explain more about how the awards are gonna work tomorrow. It'll be just
Wear
before
your
sign-ups. Oh yeah.
tuxedo.
By the way, sign-ups tomorrow for the NOF SRL Camping World Winter Series.
Woo!
And yep, 7 o'clock. It'll be a good one. So yeah, that's it.
Higher than that. Sorry.
For Elijah Gordon, Michael Kelly, Nathan Wazkiewicz, this is Beast 2. See you guys tomorrow. Say bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Tune in to the
Right.
In a
No.
Dodge. In a Dodge. In a Dodge.
Dodge.
Brought to you by Credit One Bank.